Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're really zeroing in on something quite a few of you have mentioned, actually, that fear of speaking English.
Mm, it's a big one.
It really is. We've gone through the Speak Smart daily materials, and well, they suggest something pretty straightforward to tackle it: a daily 5-minute routine.
Yeah, just 5 minutes.
So, our mission in this deep dive is basically to unpack that. We want to pull out those actionable steps so you can, start speaking with more confidence.
Without it feeling totally overwhelming.
Exactly. Just a few minutes each day. It's all about those consistent little steps, right? Not expecting some like overnight miracle.
Absolutely. And it's funny when you think about it.
Yeah,
Well, how much time we spend on other things, like deciding what to watch or scrolling social media, 5 minutes is nothing compared to that.
totally. So, finding 5 minutes for something that could genuinely change how you feel about speaking English, it seems doable.
It really does. And, right at the heart of this fear, as Speak Smart Daily points out, it's that worry about judgment, about making mistakes.
Yeah, that fear is looking silly.
It's powerful. It
Yeah.
can really just stop people from even trying to speak.
It can, but what's interesting in the Speak Smart Daily stuff is how they kind of reframe it. They really emphasize that this fear, while, okay, totally understandable,
Hmm.
it doesn't always match reality. I mean, think about it. Even native English speakers aren't perfect.
Oh, definitely not. You hear people using slang, grammar gets a bit messy sometimes, even for native speakers.
Right. The point they make is that making errors is just, well, part of communicating. It's not some big personal failure.
That's such an important shift in perspective, really is.
Yeah.
The material even has that relatable, almost funny example. The common learner mistake, saying I am boring when you mean I am bored.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It's a classic.
It is. And those mistakes, maybe they feel a bit awkward right then, but they're actually like super valuable feedback.
They show you where you need to focus a bit more.
Exactly. They're basically learning opportunities, just maybe disguised a little.
Learning opportunities in disguise. I like that. And that leads right into their practical solution, doesn't it? This structured, really manageable 5-minute routine.
Yep. Designed specifically to build confidence just bit by bit.
Forget needing hours and hours of intense study. This is about those small, consistent actions just adding up over time.
And the brilliance of it is, well, how simple it is and how it hits different parts of actually using the language.
Right.
So that first minute, the warm-up, it's literally just the physical act.
Just speaking. Anything.
Pretty much. Saying any sentence out loud, like,
Yeah.
today I feel happy or whatever. It just gets your mouth, your vocal cords actually working.
Ah, okay. Like stretching before exercise?
Kind of. A physical warm-up for speaking. It can make that initial feeling of awkwardness go down a bit.
Makes sense. Then minute 2 is listen and repeat.
Right. And Speak Smart Daily suggests using short audio clips, little bits from podcasts, YouTube shorts.
Or even a favorite TV show.
Yeah, exactly. And the key thing here isn't just understanding the words. It's really tuning into the rhythm, how the words flow, trying to copy the pronunciation.
Intonation, like how the voice goes up and down.
Precisely. That's so important for sounding more natural.
Okay. Minute 3 sounds interesting. Talk to yourself.
It might sound a bit odd at first, but it's actually really effective. You're practicing forming your own thoughts in English, but with zero pressure.
Because nobody's listening.
Exactly. Pick a simple topic, your day, your goals, the weather, anything, and just talk aloud for 60 seconds. It directly challenges that fear of judgment.
Okay, can see that. Removing the audience removes the fear.
Then minute 4 brings in something really practical. Learning just one new phrase.
Just one.
Just one. Like Speak Smart Daily gives examples, I'll get back to you, or if that makes sense. Common stuff.
Okay.
But it's not just about memorizing it. The crucial bit is actually using it. Right away. Put it in a sentence yourself.
Got it. Practice it immediately.
Yep. And finally, minute 5 wraps up with affirmations.
Positive self-talk.
Exactly. Now, this might seem less about, direct language skills,
Yeah.
but saying things like, I'm getting better at English every day, or I'm proud of myself for trying.
It changes your mindset.
It really can. It builds confidence
Yeah.
and helps quiet that anxious voice telling you can't do it. You start to actively counter the negativity.
So the whole 5 minutes together, they call it a confidence workout.
Which fits, right. It's regular, it's manageable.
And like exercise builds muscle, this builds speaking confidence, slowly but surely.
And the source material, Speak Smart Daily, it shares this really great story, Priya, from one of their online classes.
Oh yeah, tell us about Priya.
Well, she apparently started out incredibly shy, really hesitant to speak English at all.
Okay.
But she stuck with this 5-minute routine every day for 3 months, and she recorded herself sometimes.
And what happened?
She ended up actually hosting Zoom meetings in English,
Wow. That's a huge change. From shy to hosting meetings.
isn't it? And it really shows how that consistent, small effort made such a big difference.
So what's the big takeaway from her story?
I think it's that consistency really is more important than, like, intensity.
Right. She didn't cram for a test.
No,
Yep.
she built a daily habit, just like brushing your teeth. And that constant practice just gradually wore down her fear and built up her skills.
It wasn't about aiming for perfection right away.
Not at all. It
Okay.
really drives home that habits often beat those massive, intensive courses in the long run.
Which leads us to that common problem, doesn't it? The I don't have time excuse.
Ah, yes,
The Speak Smart Daily tackles that head on.
they do. By just hammering home. It's 5 minutes, only 5.
And they suggest ways to actually squeeze it in.
Yeah, some really realistic ways, and some kind of funny ones too, like speak while you're doing your hair or walking the dog.
Or even, they joked, during boring bits of Zoom calls, maybe muted.
Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe mutter a sentence or two.
Why not? I liked the suggestion of practicing ordering coffee while you're, like, chopping vegetables for dinner.
Right. It's about finding those little pockets of time and just being a bit creative.
The main point seems to be, if learning English is genuinely important to you.
You can find 5 minutes somewhere in your day. You definitely can.
Okay, but what about staying motivated?
Right.
That's always tough with learning anything.
True. And Speak Smart Daily has some solid tips for that too. One is tracking your progress,
Whoa!
like Priya did. Record yourself speaking maybe once a week, then listen back later. You'll actually hear the improvement.
Oh, that's clever. Tangible proof you're getting better.
Exactly. That's a huge motivator.
What else?
They also really emphasize community, connecting with other
For
learners.
support and practice.
Both. And also celebrating the small wins. Don't wait until you're fluent. Successfully ordering food in English without panicking, that's a win. Acknowledge it.
Feel good about the little steps.
Mm-hmm. And try to make it fun. Use stuff you already enjoy.
Like music or movies.
Yeah. Listen to English music. Sing along. Watch shows or movies in English. Play video games in English if that's your thing. Make it less of a chore.
Okay.
Ultimately, they remind us, learning a language is a journey. It's not a race.
And that consistent 5 minutes day after day.
It will slowly but surely help that fear just
Yeah.
fade away.
Okay, so let's kind of wrap this up. The core message from Speak Smart Daily seems to be that this simple 5-minute daily practice is actually a really powerful tool.
Yeah, for building confidence and getting over that fear of speaking English.
It's about understanding the fear, yes, but also seeing mistakes differently as part of learning and then building this tiny, manageable routine that actually fits into your life.
Exactly. And the key takeaway, really, the most important thing.
It's that,
Start. Start your 5 minutes today.
not tomorrow.
Nope, don't put it off. Just begin right now. Even one 5-minute session is that first step. It can kickstart a real shift in how you feel and how you speak.
That's a strong call to action. And maybe as you're thinking about starting this 5-minute habit, it's worth reflecting on something broader. Just how often we face things that feel huge, overwhelming challenges in life. Maybe the biggest lesson here isn't just about English.
Go on.
Maybe it's about seeing how really small, consistent efforts, those tiny steps repeated day after day, can actually lead to incredible growth. How they help us climb mountains that seemed impossible before in all sorts of areas, not just language.